YouTube? I'm back with another Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc video. Where we last left off, we were in the middle, or I'd say the middle of the last class trial. Sadly, this one's going to end either today or tomorrow. I don't know when, but it will end either today or tomorrow. So, shall we continue where we last left off? The one that's still alive is Mukuro, but can we really believe that? No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusaba, or however you pronounce that last part, is still alive. I don't believe it. I will not believe it. The fatal injury...
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's... So the mastermind's true identity is...
What do you say, Monokuma?
What?
The body we found... It wasn't Mukuro.
Okay, no.
Shoot! The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
That? Yeah.
No, that's wrong. No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records.
True.
Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So
True.
There's no question it's her.
But... if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then... who's actually still alive?
It should be clear by now who's actually still alive. Someone made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Select someone. It was Sayaka. Nope. It's
Here's
Junko.
my answer. Junko
No.
is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Battery low. Battery low, battery low. ... There we go.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure about that.
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
But I don't think that's how it
If
went
Junko
down.
were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it, I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I did check, absolutely, and I can say
She
for
was
sure.
dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive...
It must be wrong.
No,
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
it's not wrong.
I know you gave it your best shot, but Too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Yeah.
Oh? You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Huh?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all
Yeah.
well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I know how it works.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Yeah, what do you mean by
Let's
that,
assume
Kyoko?
Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? That's easy. I checked her, she was dead, I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely. Maybe she used some sort of trick? No! They switched places beforehand. Or they replaced. Where's the knee? Replaced.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Yeah.
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Yeah.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but
But what?
that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
Okay. I know it's just an assumption. It's probably not going to spoil anything, so I'm going to say it. I think they did it before we even came to the school.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
No.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
No, the whole idea is not wrong. There has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched. They switched at the beginning.
I got it!
Like I said.
The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met.
Look at all of them.
If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right?
True.
After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met
Wasn't Junko at all.
is actually Mukuro all along?
Yep.
Then we'd already met her?
I had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference.
Yeah.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
Hello. They make makeup. for a
Junko
reason.
never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that.
Yeah, makeup.
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
Yes.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto.
But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Ha!
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
Of course
If
it
that's
was.
true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her.
The ultimate despair teamed up with someone like her. I wonder.
In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair. ...
Why are you
What's
so
wrong?
quiet?
Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Yeah.
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
Ooh.
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
Ooh, twice, because I'm not gonna say it yet. So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. Yeah, twice, like I said. The first time was during our latest investigation. That would be the... Where is it? Interview DVD.
I got it! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself, and apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oopsie, looks like it broke out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now. Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
Yeah.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
No, it wasn't a fluke. The Mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The Mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. I've got to reveal that. And I know what it is. This again? Is that all you're gonna do?
What? What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up. That's impossible! What do you want? That's impossible!
This should prove it.
Right there. I noticed it when I was
The
looking at
video
the
wasn't
photos.
the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Hold up. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I noticed it just a little while ago.
Uh-oh is
when
right.
we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
Oh, I'll tell you. The unusual circumstance common to all these pictures. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. The unusual circumstance is none other than
I got
Junko's
it!
face.
Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
Water splash. She's talking to Chihiro. She's talking to Celeste. And
It's hard to
What's his
believe her
name?
face would just happen to
Had
be
the
hidden
elbow.
in every single picture, don't you think? And
yeah.
on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet.
Yep.
With
Right
all
there.
that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face.
Yep.
Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
What?
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now.
No, don't tell me it's the comic book thing. It is. What was the identity of the ultimate fashionista who I met in the main hall? That was Mukuro. Where is... Oh, it's probably that. Where did the mastermind keep Mukuro's body? Oh, that's an easy one. Probably right there. Mastermind attacked me with something. What was it? It has it in its hand. Obviously, it's. Where is it? Right there. When the masked mastermind attacked me, who was it that stopped them? Oh, that's an easy one. Come here, Kyoko girl. Wait, there's two of them. Which one is it supposed to be? I think that one. After their surprise attack failed, the mastermind fled my room. Oh no, wait, it's probably that goes there, and that goes there. What did the mastermind do with the mask after they took it off? That, I think. Is that a picture of them putting on another body? Yeah, I think that's it. What was the condition of the dead body when I first found it in the garden? Dead? Okay. And this one. We couldn't identify the mysterious body because it got blown up. That's probably gonna be a picture.
Here's exactly what happened.
Please tell me I got it all right.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here.
Or so you
But
thought.
that wasn't the real Junko.
Yeah, that one was right.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And
Yep.
that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima.
Yep.
Her
I got
body
that
was
one right
kept in
too.
a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue. Until Junko decided to put her body to use.
Dun dun dun.
Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden.
Yeah.
She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room.
Yeah.
Then she put
okay.
the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
Tick, tick, click.
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
Junko Enoshima.
The real Junko Enoshima! That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
Yeah, Monokuma. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot.
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, there she is.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
I wonder what would happen if I pushed OK.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
That wasn't nice. Hey, Riot. Who I'm used to calling people pleaser, but you're not that anymore, so I'm gonna start calling you Riot.
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind. She's the real Junko and
Anyway,
Oshima.
looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Yeah.
Your face.
I know, right?
Huh? What
That
about my
voice
face?
does feel wrong.
What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. It was definitely before I got to this school. How about...
I got it!
before you
That's
arrived?
right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
Yes, she does. She needs one of those peppy type voices. Like, nuh-uh.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Haha. Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped. Photoshopped? Yeah, you know, edited to heck and back. With, like, computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
No, I don't
That
agree.
explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
True. I agree with that also, Riot.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
Split personalities.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself! But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
Yep.
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain. For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought they sounded kind of the same.
I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
Be quiet, I'm doing a stream. Gosh darn siblings.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following the plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring.
So you killed her for fun? You killed your own sister for fun. You monster.
So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
So Oh, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance.
I mean, I was surprised that she did it. Especially her own sister. I mean, come on.
But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all.
Well, I wouldn't call that despair. I'd say that's just pretty freaking sad right there.
When I was born, I cried tears of total despair.
Oh, I bet you
so
did.
That's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
Live without regret. No regrets.
You just
no turning
murdered
back.
your own sister and didn't think anything of it? That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad?
Oh, she got mushrooms growing out of her head.
That's why it gets me so excited. Huh? Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it.
You just gotta believe.
It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Thank you, Yasuhiro.
And my sister, too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
True.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
I also agree with
You're
that.
saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
True.
Yeah.
There is
Master's
nothing
way
perfect.
more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
Ooh, what's she getting at?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating!
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then, we'll have our victory!
I can't wait!
Me either.
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
Really? Like that's gonna work?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
Don't dare! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
What? What do you even mean by that? Thinking back to what Monokuma told us, the memories that were stolen from us, and what they must be related to. Oh. Is it this?
I got it!
Yeah, it's that.
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
From the bottom of your heart, girl.
So then,
you ain't got
let
no
me
heart.
ask you another question.
You're a heartless POS.
Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Yeah.
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Ooh, that was, What was it? Oh, the families. Families. That's what it was. The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder. Monokuma gave us those DVDs. On my DVD was footage of my family. On Sayaka's was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So for the first murder, the motive we were given were... human connections.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yeah, what you talking
Yes,
about?
well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, what was the theme for the second motive?
Easy. That's when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Mine mentioned how I used to wet the bed. Oh, Makoto. Shh, Makoto. You can't tell them that. They'll make fun of you for it, Makoto. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
I got it! It was our past, right?
I gotta go. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.